hate the
Well,
thought
Dad,
of doing something like that.
Dad,
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I always do like to feel poo in my hand. It's a smell I have trouble with.
Yeah. You need about 2 or 3 more.
What, you guys want to talk about the topic I was talking about with him?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Well, the topic is he is potty trained.
Mm-hmm.
He is 100% potty trained, but he's regressed. And what regress means, he said, I'm assuming before I met him, he had some kind of experience on the toilet that made him think toilet bad, toilet hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So he started going back potty in his pants. Because when I first met him, he was in big boy underwear. He was in bloomers, and it was gotten to the point we had to go back to pull-ups because he was destroying all of his underwear. I mean, literally pooping in his underwear so often it was eating holes in the back. And so we decided to put him back in pull-ups, and he didn't like that idea at all. But so I was sitting there thinking, man, does he not like that idea because he looks like a baby? Does he not like that idea because he's unaware when he's going potty? Can he feel when he's going potty? Well, yesterday we had an epiphany and a lot of the stuff came out. I put a video out the early beginning of the day talking about his problem, kind of like throwing it out there, see if people went through the same experience as me and give me some advice. The advice I took was let him sit in it. And he will eventually, if he's uncomfortable, he'll come to you. And he eventually did. And it happened right before bed. And he goes, are you going to change my clothes? I'm going, nope. And he goes, why not? I'm like, don't want to.
He should
and he starts freaking out. And I'm like, yeah, you can go to bed and poop. That's fine. And he did not want to go to sleep and poop. He wanted no part of it.
I don't want to do that either.
No, that's a good move you did. You made him basically make the decision to go, all right, maybe I have to do something about it.
Yeah.
Instead of letting other people do it.
And so what we did is I took him in the bathroom, and he's expecting his mother to clean him like she usually does. I go, nope, she don't want to clean you no more. So I showed him how to clean himself, and I've been walking him through it. And I'm like, if you want to poop your pants, you got to clean yourself. And it's kind of getting the kickstart so he can be more independent on his potty. And at the same time, hopefully it will deter him away from pooping in his pants so he won't have as big of a mess to clean up. That's what I'm hoping for.
I hope it works out for you.
Yo.
What would you do?
Some neighbors. Go ahead.
Like, what would you guys do in that situation?
The kid that regressed like that?
I've been
Yes.
there.
Okay, what did you do?
Basically almost the same exact thing. I mean, for the most part. I mean, it's like, look, listen, kid, we've been down this road, and finally I started making fun of him. I know that's probably not the right thing to do.
Nice.
I did. I went around the whole day. I'm like, poopy pants, poopy pants. He got so pissed off because he knew it was wrong. I was like, poopy pants, poopy pants. And about 2 hours after that, he was like, on the toilet. On the toilet. I'm like, cool. And it didn't really happen just that one time. With that one kid.
This has been going on like a year now, from what I've heard.
Well, that's cool.
And I like when I heard it, I'm like, this is going to be my mission. I'm going to get this kid potty trained again.
Yeah.
It's like I looked at it as like
How
a
old is he?
challenge instead of.
Is he just a friend?
About to turn 4.
Is it a friend's son?
No.
No, it's my girlfriend's.
Oh, right, your girlfriend's
Yeah,
son.
Wings in a serious girlfriend relationship.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to take this from like a stand, because I ain't got kids or anything like that, my mum's actually a childminder, so she's dealt with that all. And from like my dad, how stubborn is my dad is, he'd take the approach of, you get yourself in that mess, you get yourself out of it, basically. And in all honesty, with any situation, not saying that I've been doing it, any situation he puts me in, he'll make me feel as bad as I can until I don't want to get, feel that from him. And then I'll do something to change it. That's what it used to be like, but now I just don't care. Because he just winds me up. It's like I make too much noise on my Xbox or whatever, so I'm just like, oh, go away, leave you to it. But my mum would be, because she's a childminder, she's dealt with everything. If the kid's been doing it for that long.
A childminder, is that like preschool or like a?
No, it's like just someone who's like, when the kids have got to be, when they've got to go to work, they're just dropping them off like a daycare.
Oh,
yeah,
daycare.
like a daycare thing. So they drop them off with my mum, but my mum's been through that many things. Like if the person's been doing it for that long, and like you said, they've gone through the stage already, and then gone back to it, my mum would probably just be like, do the thing of, it's slightly. I'm not saying that my mum's a bad babysitter by saying insult them, but like, why are you doing that? She'd ask them why, and like tell them it's wrong. And if they didn't listen to it, it's wrong. It'd be like, right, well, you've got yourself in that mess. You're going to stay in that mess until you do something about it.
Yeah, and if you do it again, you're getting the rape sauce. There you go.
Yeah, well, I've actually thought about like maybe the embarrassing route, but I don't want to put the kid through that.
Yeah.
Try like maybe like his sister call him out on it or something like that. You stink or something like that. But
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
shit
how
works.
I don't know how that will affect like a 3 or 4 year old. I'm not trying to be like some bad parent and like create like one of those guys you see in horror movies that like fucking cut themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't want to hurt him, do you? You want to help him. You don't want to upset him, do you? You want to help him.
Yeah, I don't want him to fear me to the point he's like, that's the man who makes me go on the toilet. I want him to be able to come to me for problems.
Yeah.
That's good. That's really good of you, Wayne.
Have you asked him like why? Like, would you want to go there and just be like, what's the matter with it? Oh, how come you used to do it?
Yeah, no, after all the weeks of cleaning his poop, I've never asked, why do you poop your pants? That's exactly what I did. But the fact is, he always would say, I don't know, or nothing. I'm like, can you feel it? Does your stomach hurt when you got a poo-poo? He's like, I don't know.
No.
How do you not know?
Yeah.
A lot of kids that age, they get so consumed with whatever they're doing, like playing with or whatever, that they just cannot pull themselves away from it to go to the potty.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, because like the other day in my videos I've explained to it is like his mother cleaned him and he comes back out and we're babysitting my buddy's kids as well at the time, so we had 4 kids there, and he sits back down at the table and he stands up almost immediately and you see his face is red. You can see him going to the poop, and it's like,
I got a question. Who would you rather wipe your ass?
oh, I want to hear Woody's take on this before we jump to another topic.
Yeah.
It's really tough. So with my own kids, I'll share. Like, my daughter was super easy, right? Like, she did everything sort of ahead of the curve on what you'd expect, a kid to do at like 1, 2, 3, etc. And there was no issue there. With my son, well, he had developmental issues. So, like, just, I don't want to say we lowered expectations. I hate to even think along that route, but when it came to like being potty trained at 2 or whatever, we kind of forgave him and let it slide till he was a little older. Of course, he's fully potty trained now. And but what would I do, like hypothetically, like if Hope had regressed, a normal healthy kid? I don't know. I swear the make fun of him thing is not completely without its merit, but it also doesn't seem like my first option. It's a tough situation, like Cindy could say, have you tried talking to him, etc. Well, of course you try that, right? The normal like adult means of solving problems probably didn't work out, and there's something about him that's causing him not to use the toilet like he's supposed to. It's tough, but I think I might try bribing him. I might try some sort of incentive plan and see what kind of, that'd probably be my first step.
Yeah, there is definitely a few things you can use to do it, but if I was to do it now, I'd definitely say that do the disappointment route. Like you've disappointed me, you've disappointed your mother, and
really,
we're getting
it's
to the
funny,
point where we're sick of it. Yeah,
that's the opposite of the bribing thing, right? Like
but
you
see, I'm
disappointed me
saying-
versus you would make me proud if you were to do this.
I mean, like he loves his Nintendo DS. Like he likes the Crayon games. So I bought him Nintendo DS games. Like, look here, you can go to the toilet, you get these. No, it didn't work. We've tried M&Ms. We've tried sticker charts. We've tried. I've probably invested at least $500 into just potty training.
So have you done the disappointment thing? Like you've just let us down. Well, obviously you don't want to be too hard on the kid. It's all dear, but
letting him sit in it was one that got the most reaction. That let me kind of understand where he's coming from. And personally, I think he's just lazy.
Just lazy, really?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I think he goes into his pants because, one, when he remembers back when he was little and he could poop in the diaper and it'd be perfectly fine, it didn't hurt. Well, when he got to the toilet and he was potty trained, he had like a constipation bout or something like that, and it hurt him, so he didn't want to go to the toilet, so he kind of held it, and to the point where you can't hold it no more, and it comes out. Well, when it comes out in his pants, it didn't hurt him because he had already got over his constipation at that point. So he's like, well, I'm going to always do it in my pants so it doesn't hurt. And I think that's his mindset. And being like 3 or 4, he can't decipher between, toilet hurt pants don't hurt, that kind of deal. Because why would you be yelled at by your mother and be clean and be, talked down upon, then go back 5 minutes later and do it in front of us?
I guess. So what else about parenthood have you found so far? Tell me. I want to hear the Wings. So for the people that don't know, Wings of Redemption has a really serious girlfriend. They live together. The serious girlfriend brought a kid into the relationship with her. So Wings kind of went from 0 to 60 on this whole parenthood thing with a kid that is 3. Am I right? 3?
2 kids.
2.
Got a 4. We got one turning 5, one turning 4.
Nice. All right. So 3 and a 4-year-old almost next. And yeah, so now he's that, father, household type guy, head of the house, father figure person.
Well, when I first met him, I was actually scared to be alone with him. Because it's just like, okay.
Uh-huh.
It's like, well, what do I do with you?
I might break you.
That's like how you entertain a 3-year-old.
Oh, God.
And what about now?
But you quickly learn that the Disney Channel was a very good babysitter.
Yeah. Yep.
And you turn on the digital babysitter and you just give them needs that they ask for, like I want water, I want snack, or and try to just integrate them in that, let them paint some, whatever. Kids are easy. They are. People make this big deal about kids and raising stuff. Being a father is not that hard. All you got to do is be there and be able to open the refrigerator for the most part. I mean, what I'm worried about is the mental kind of aspects of it. Like,
I think there's more to it than that, right?
There is more to it.
You know,
That's
like,
the that's the
being a father's
justice.
not